hosting family game night, but your fridge is looking a little dicey? See what I did there? Giant Eagle is now available on Instacart, which means you can get Giant Eagle's fresh produce, delicious bakery, and high-quality meat and seafood delivered right to your door in as fast as 1 hour. The unbeatable quality of Giant Eagle meets the unbeatable convenience of Instacart. Let's go, let's go. Oh, yeah! Oh, you can't beat that. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Minimum order $10, additional terms apply.
Warning, the show you're about to hear has been prepared by some of the best talent in the industry we could get. For the money. Do not attempt this at home. Doing so would only expose just how useless and brainless these people really are.
1, 2, 3, 4! Are you ready?
Because if we didn't get him a job, he'd probably be dead. It's The Stansberry Show, Rock 1069.
And welcome to The Stansberry Show on Rock 1069, your Wednesday edition. If you missed anything from Tuesday's program, that you can pick up via the podcast at WRQK.com. Now, what's not in there is New Turd Tuesday. There is music streaming rules that we have to adhere to that big, huge Instagram accounts do not. Apparently, we're the big bad wolf, and we're not allowed to do that. So here's, this was Tim Montana's Savage. We voted not a turd here. I kind of like this song. Kennedy to make the name as long as humanly possible. Slash there, it should just be Slash and the conspirators. Conspirators maybe would have been about that. It's not like they're getting a whole lot of love because Slash is in the band. Most of that stuff still goes listened to, reported on, you know, how everyone is still in the corner of like the Guns N' Roses. Right? It's just kind of in the corner. All right, stepchild, you hang out there in the corner, right? Of online reviews, and I'm all for it. There are online reviews that I think are helpful. Most are not. We'll get down to the difference between those two. You may agree, you may not. That's the beautiful part of this country and this radio program. You can let me know either way by texting in the studio 330-450-7625. So we'll take a look at online reviews. We'll do that coming up at 9. Also, Courtney Love is out here calling out Taylor Swift and a few other artists as well. I hate when people just bash a celebrity for trying to stay relevant. This does kind of feel like one of those. She's kind of talking about how Taylor Swift isn't really all that important. It's like, well, important enough to make you talk about it, right? And isn't that all a celebrity's really trying to do? Is stay in the public eye, be the thing people are discussing? I mean, the poor woman's just out there at Coachella with her boyfriend, and people are still just taking shots at her. Like, I don't understand the hate for Taylor Swift. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't think she's actually, by the way, she brought Madonna into this conversation, Courtney Love did. I don't think Taylor Swift's trying to do that. I don't think that's what she's trying to do. We'll get to this. That will be 8 o'clock. Courtney Love's just gone a little bit crazy there. Also at 7, apparently, we may be getting your recreational marijuana sales as early as this summer. Apparently, there has been some updates to this, so we'll run down what those are. We'll spend part of the 7 o'clock hour doing that this morning on The Stansberry Show.
If you leave, you'll miss this on The Stansberry Show.
Well, before long, we're all going to be sitting here talking about Hall of Fame week, right? Just kind of creeps up on you and then it's like, oh yeah, look at that, that's here. But before that, something else that was famous here is on its way back. And so we're going to talk about that next here on The Stansberry Show.
You're never too old for a good morning kiss. The Stansberry Show. Rock 106.9.
The Guardians improved to 12-5 yesterday after taking care of the Red Sox 10-7. They keep producing runs, the Guards, man. I kind of feel like we're going to hit a point in this season where we're going to start talking about, like, man, had they just had Shane Bieber, had Bieber been healthy, had the starting pitching been a little bit healthier, could they maybe have made a run? They're already looking a lot better than a lot of people expected them to be, myself included. It's like, right, you lose Tito. It's like, oh, my God, man. We know it's not like the ownership spending a ton of money on the team to begin with. What are we really going to get here? All of a sudden, man, young tryhards all playing for one another. You got a rookie manager who feels confident, feels like he's got, he's got the clubhouse in the palm of his hand there, which is what you want. He's looking pretty good for the Guards again, winning 10-7 over the Red Sox to get to 12-5 on. So I saw this yesterday and I'm excited about it. Apparently, the Hall of Fame ribs burn-off will in fact return. Now it's getting a little confusing because of when they're going to do this. When you hear Hall of Fame ribs burn-off, you think Hall of Fame week. How would you not? Right? When you think Canton, you think Hall of Fame week, right? I mean, it's kind of, that's our Mardi Gras. And that's one of the things I've said about why I like living here. We have that. Most towns don't have a Mardi Gras. They don't have that. They don't have a thing that's like, hey, once a year, everybody in the world comes here and be like, this place is kind of all right. Like most places, again, this size don't have that. It's ours and it's special and I love that, right? But apparently the Hall of Fame ribs burn-off is going to return, but it will be May 24th through the 26th. This will be at the Pro Football Hall of Fame grounds. You will have 6 barbecue companies and they're going to compete in the ribs burn-off this year. I have your lineup pulling from the CantonRep.com. Armadillo's Barbecue, that out of Clarendon Hills, Illinois. Cowboys Barbecue and Rib Company, that's out of Fort Worth, Texas. A little bit more known for their barbecue than Illinois. Off the Bone Barbecue will be out of Columbus and they'll be there. Old Carolina Barbecue Company, we're obviously well-versed in Old Carolina, that's Northeast Ohio. Uncle Bacon's Barbecue, they're out of Northeast Ohio, and the Winking Lizard Tavern, Northeast Ohio as well. Competition and judging of the ribs and sauces will take place 1:30 to 4 p.m., May 24th and the 25th. So allow me to say clearly now that May 25th happens to be the day of my birth. I have previous rib burn-off judging experience, having done it in Cleveland about 5 years straight while hosting afternoons. I have experience in eating the ribs, judging accordingly. If you're looking for a judge, City of Canton, for your rib burn-off, I am open to do it. Let's maybe get on the phone and talk to one another. The ribs will be judged on 5 categories. Appearance, taste, and flavor, those will kind of go hand in hand. Tenderness, smoke, and wood balance. Oh, also some aftertaste. Sauces will be judged on 3 categories: flavor profile, texture, and overall taste. And a panel of pre-selected judges will taste and score the ribs and sauces blindly over the 2 days. On May 20, oh, they already know who the judges are, apparently. May 25th, the 5 celebrity judges, Bobby Bell, Frank Hill, Betsy Kling, Constellation Energy Hall of Fame partner there. Yeah, I guess that's why I don't get to do it. All right, I guess I'll just have to go down there to the Ribs Burn Off and get, hammered drunk on my birthday versus doing stuff. But apparently, that's when this is going to go down. I already saw some pushback online yesterday on the socials and the like. People are already unhappy. A couple of things here. The fact that it's not going to be Hall of Fame week itself. People seem to be upset about that. I can get it. I understand this pushback there. It's called this. It's that. Why not do that? I'm going to guess it's about the spacing. Also, what I would say is this kind of keeps this Canton. We share Hall of Fame week with the entire country. And I just gave you the reasons why they love that. I mean, right? I mean, a lot of money comes into the town. It's all highlights on Canton. We get, the exposure. We got a cool event. Reason to live, right? Like there's something to look forward to. And it's like, that's all the positive. This not being that exact week kind of keeps this ours. I am looking for a way to sell it to you a little bit. I'm not lying about that, right? It's like, all right, let me try to spin this. Let me try to spin it not being that week. I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. It does happen to be my birthday, but it's not like Ribs Burn Off is like how I'm like, all right, that's what I got to make sure I get done for the birthday. It's like, man, I don't know about that, but it's not going to be the worst way to do that either, right? Yeah, a couple of beers, a couple of bones, see what we get down there, right? I'll be fine. But that's coming back. Another one of the pushbacks that I saw here, another thing that people don't like about this is where it is, because this is going to be at the Hall of Fame grounds. And a lot of people would rather have this downtown. I can see both sides of that. Having lived downtown, when I first moved here, I lived right on 6th and Market, right downtown. And I could understand that. And I liked when things would happen like that, when like the Italian festival or something, I could just walk out of the apartment, walk straight downtown, take advantage of it, and it was great. I love that. I absolutely love that, right? I could understand people wanting it to be downtown. I could understand organizers not wanting it downtown.
We can stop.
A word people aren't going to like is undesirable. But moving it to the Hall of Fame Village, or it used to be at the fairgrounds, right? They did that once upon a time too. You have a gate. It's easier to control the flow. It's also easier to make sure you're not dealing with as much panhandling, as much